Yeah, Timberwolves lose by 9 to drop to 0-3 against the Nuggets in this series, which for an NBA playoff series is essentially a death sentence. And I see no reason why I would adjust that statement for this series in specific. My prediction to start was Nuggets in 5, and I feel like that's probably still a good prediction and is very possible to happen. I would probably lean a little bit more towards a sweep at this point, just because this team hasn't been a very strong home team and has not exuded a ton of pride throughout this season. Plus, a lot of core things went pretty well for the Wolves. I mean, Gobert, Ant, and Cat put up pretty good numbers and all have fairly good games. They also shoot 22 more free throws than their opponent, which is practically always a problem with the Wolves, is free throw disparity. Not tonight. And so you've got Gobert having a pretty solid game, Karl Anthony Towns with a recovery game where he's finally giving us some solid offensive production, still 4 turnovers in this one. And Anthony Edwards is spectacular for the second game in a row. Had 41 in game 2, 36 here in game 3. I heard Ryan Ruocco on the national broadcast say that people in Minnesota might not understand how special he is. They might not know what they have in him. I have to disagree as much as possible with that statement. I feel like the state has latched on to this dude, and anyone that's paid attention to this team since he has joined it has seen something like this coming from him. Been saying it since last year. Ant and Jaden got to be the cornerstones of this organization, and this entire season has only proven that. That's who we got to go all in with, and Ant proved it yet again tonight. Three ball wasn't great, only 3 of 11, but still had a fairly efficient night and was really attacking the rim well. The huge difference in the game was bench production, and in NBA playoffs, the typical expectation is that the home bench players and role players are going to step up and kind of be elevated. And with kind of the entire Timberwolves season, it was absolutely batump in this game, as you got the Wolves going 3 of 17 combined on their bench, which is abysmal. And then the Nuggets bench, who has kind of been looked at as the weakness of the team, as they always struggle in non-Jokic minutes, and they shoot 13 of 21 extremely efficiently, as the entire Nuggets team would as well. They shot 57% for the game. So although the Wolves' main strength we've seen the last couple months has been defense, we couldn't really stop them well in this one at all. Even the bench guys that in theory match up really well against this Nuggets team really dropped the ball in this one. Kyle Anderson, 1 of 7 in this game. You rarely see performances that poorly shooting the ball out of him. Additionally, Jalen Noel, I popped on the bucket supply shirt. I thought he was going to be big in this series if the Wolves were going to do anything. He replaces J-Mac in the rotation, who was really struggling. And Noel doesn't show up with an even okay shooting performance in game 2 or 3, the non-blowouts so far in this series. And that's about it. It's just a really underwhelming, sad season. I'm intending on doing some evaluations of the full seasons for individual players and for the organization, and kind of recap the season as an all-tire. And so hopefully those will be kind of rolling out once the season is fully over, and that should be coming really soon. Wasn't sure if I was going to keep Pulse of the Timberpups going this entire year. We're just about there. It's been a lot. Not an easy team to follow, cheer for, or be a superior of. Oh boy.